This is a sample of the information provided as part of the flexible training resources available through HACCP.com. Our training courses are designed to provide training participants with an understanding of food safety and quality system elements and also offer user-friendly assessment activities and competency checklists to complete the training cycle. Management commitment. Key definitions for management commitment. Key performance indicator or KPI. A quantitative or qualitative measure that enables the overall delivery of a service to be assessed against the goals or targets set by an entity in their strategic plan. Also known as KRAs or Key Result Areas. Management commitment, direct participation by the highest level executives in a specific and critically important aspect or program of an organization. Management commitment development. When considering the development, documentation and implementation of management commitment within food safety and quality management systems, the following information should be considered to ensure effective outcomes. About management commitment. About quality management systems. Leadership. Systemic approach to management. About risk management. About management commitment. An understanding of and commitment to the food safety program by senior management is paramount for any food safety and quality program to work effectively. Without management commitment, product safety and quality, and indeed the success of the business operation could be in jeopardy. Demonstrated commitment from management also flows down to other levels within the organization, creating insight for everyone working with the product and processes. When this flow is effective, the ultimate safety and quality of the finished product is improved, often along with productivity and profit. The management commitment processes within leading food businesses are strongly linked to the continuous improvement process. Promoting and maintaining a strong food compliance culture. Within contemporary food safety and quality management systems, the promotion and maintenance of a strong food compliance culture is one of the key roles of the senior management team. Where the senior management team actively considers food compliance culture within the scope of management commitment and mandates actions to address deficiencies and to support improving outcomes, the related food business will benefit in many different ways. Basic applications of food compliance culture maintenance and enhancement may include provision of human and financial resources to consistently achieve the production of safe and quality foods. Genuine relevant training and development opportunities for all staff. Internal communication processes and mechanisms that allow an unrestricted flow of information between all staff and the senior management team. This may include confidential and anonymous communication processes and mechanisms where required. You can find out more about food compliance culture within the food compliance culture element on HACCP.com. If your food business supplies foodstuffs manufactured to a customer's specifications, it is important to consider any specific management commitment development requirements in relation to their items. Document. A document provides guidance and/or direction for performing work, making decisions, or rendering judgments which affect the safety or quality of the products or services that customers receive. Documented policies, procedures, work instructions and schedules form the basis of any food safety and quality management system. The following documentation formats may be considered to ensure ongoing compliance with specified requirements for management commitment. Management commitment policy. Management commitment development procedures. Management commitment implementation procedures and work instructions. Management commitment monitoring procedures. Management commitment corrective and preventative action procedures. Management commitment verification schedule. Management commitment verification procedures. Management commitment validation schedule. Management commitment validation procedures. Management commitment training procedures. If your food business supplies foodstuffs manufactured to a customer's specifications, it is important to consider any specific management commitment documentation requirements in relation to their items. You may wish to visit the Management Commitment Templates section of HACCP.com for examples of management commitment documentation, record and resource formats commonly applied within food safety and quality systems. Implementation. Implementation is the application of documented food safety and quality system elements into the actual business operation. The implementation of management commitment within any food business requires genuine commitment from senior management, staff and visitors to ensure the nominated goals of implementation are achievable on an ongoing basis. It is a step which requires significant planning and consideration of general and specific food business circumstances to ensure the outcomes of management commitment do not negatively impact upon the safety and quality of the food items dispatched from the business. Implementation of management commitment must include the clear definition of responsibilities and authorities for all levels of participation by senior management, staff and visitors to the site. When implementing management commitment within a food safety and quality system, you may wish to consider the following requirements prior to completion: communication and display of the management commitment policy, completion of verification and validation of management commitment development procedures, availability of management commitment implementation procedures and work instructions, availability of management commitment monitoring procedures and record templates where applicable, availability of management commitment corrective and preventative action procedures and record templates where applicable, availability of the management commitment verification schedule, availability of management commitment verification procedures, availability of the management commitment validation schedule, availability of management commitment validation procedures, completion of management commitment training procedures, completion of product design and development requirements related to management commitment, completion of process design and development requirements related to management commitment, completion of training for team members who have responsibilities and involvement within management commitment, completion of competency approval for team members who have responsibilities and involvement within management commitment. If your food business supplies foodstuffs manufactured to a customer's specifications, it is important to consider any specific management commitment implementation requirements in relation to their items. Need help with management commitment? Find an experienced food safety and quality consultant at HACCP.com. Monitoring. Monitoring is the act of reviewing and confirming measurable parameters of a defined process or product status. Monitoring requirements within food industry sectors are generally identified against limits of acceptability defined within HACCP plans, implementation procedures and work instructions. Monitoring usually includes some element of record keeping, which may be maintained manually or through digital systems. It is important to consider that advancements of technology have spawned many systems and processes which are self-monitored and/or self-adjusted when variances are identified, regardless of the system used. The goal of any monitoring activity is to provide sufficient evidence that any limit of acceptability has been met. Traditional management commitment monitoring requirements include manual recording and the application of corrective actions when the result of monitoring are found to be outside acceptable limits. Corrective actions should also generally be strongly linked to the monitoring process where applied to ensure full traceability of the applied actions. Common monitoring activities and record formats may be applicable to management commitment. Management review meeting minutes. The format of management review meeting minutes commonly includes review date, review start and finish time, attendees, apologies, previous meeting outcomes and outstanding items, current meeting agenda, management review scope and purpose, standard updates, HACCP manual, policy objectives, production and process performance, product conformity, specifications, KPI review, customer complaints, including trending for number and type of complaints, allergen management, preventative and corrective actions, internal and external audit review, product verification activities, and food safety and quality system verification activities. Management review meeting minutes are also commonly inclusive of system elements such as ethical sourcing and corporate social responsibility. If your food business supplies foodstuffs manufactured to a customer's specifications, it is important to consider any specific management commitment monitoring requirements in relation to their items. You may wish to visit the Management Commitment Templates section of HACCP.com for examples of management commitment documentation, record and resource formats commonly applied within food safety and quality systems. Corrective action. Corrective action is mandatory action to be taken when a deviation to the quality system occurs, particularly in relation to a critical control point. Preventative action. At any step in the process where a hazard has been identified, preventive action must be put into place to prevent reoccurrence. Corrective action and preventative action is implemented to ensure that any identified non-conformance issues are documented, investigated and rectified within appropriate time frames. Corrective action is any action applied to regain control over a product, process, policy or procedure that has been identified as being non-conforming or outside nominated limits of acceptability. Preventative action is any action applied to prevent any identified non-conformance from reoccurring. The outcomes of corrective and preventative actions should result in regained process control after effective application. Specified corrective actions are commonly linked to the HACCP plans and to the food business certification process. Below are corrective action and preventative action examples which may be associated with management commitment-related non-conformance. Review of the Management Commitment Policy. Review of Management Commitment Development Procedures. Review of Management Commitment Implementation Procedures and Work Instructions. Review of Management Commitment Monitoring Procedures. Review of Management Commitment Corrective and Preventative Action Procedures. Review of the Management Commitment Verification Schedule. Review of Management Commitment Verification Procedures. Review of the Management Commitment Validation Schedule. Review of Management Commitment Validation Procedures. Did you know that HACCP.com includes resources that allow you to create, manage and implement GFSI and HACCP-based food safety and quality programs? Improve your food safety and quality skills and knowledge? Train and develop your team to create better food safety and quality outcomes? Find suppliers and service providers to partner with your business? The information and training resources available through HACCP.com include a variety of formats, such as website content, MP4, MP4 and text, MP3, PDF and slideshow. Are you ready to take the next step in your food compliance journey? Visit HACCP.com today to create your profile and access the full versions of our food safety and quality information packages and much more.